YouTube Rhino. Time to drink a beer. These are the two beers I chose to drink today. I don't think anything else is on camera. It might be. And if it is, it doesn't matter. It's all just stuff that's sitting on the table. Let's see. Yeah, there's a lot of bottles on the table. They're bottles that I just don't have room for in the fridge. I gotta organize the fridges. Anyway, today's beer is going to be this one right here, and I have a feeling it's going to explode because it's not cold, and every nitrogen beer I've ever had to be very cold not to blow up. And I don't hear a widget in here, so I think it's going to be set up just like Mill Street's, which is a nub at the bottom, which worries me as well. Anyway, this is from Phillips Brewing Company. This is the Odyssey Nitro Porter, which is 5% alcohol by volume. Welcome aboard the Odyssey, our nitrogen-powered porter transport vessel, known for riding cascading clouds of tiny bubbles through turbulence into a creamy, foamy landing. It delivers a rich and full-flavored voyage you've been looking for. Fun fact, filling this can with helium when empty may turn it into a zeppelin. Results may vary. Ingredients: water, barley, hops, and yeast. Just looking it over quickly, it doesn't say anything about needing to be super cold. 473 milliliter can. You know what, the cans of Mill Street do tell you have very cold. I'm worried. That's what I was worried about, but I caught it all, boys and squirrels. Ha ha! I was so ready, the thing fell on the table. Oh god, yeah. I love when a plan comes to fruition properly. This beer was sent to me by Steve O in BC, so thank you very much, Steve O. We will get drinking on this baby very shortly. You can see that little cascade going on there. It is a beautiful cascade. Exactly what I can't believe I fucking caught it all. I can't believe I did. No, really, I can't believe I caught that. This is going to be a super foamy head. I think that's the end of the cascade, to be honest with you. It looks like it. I don't see any more cascading going on. Yeah, that's the end of the cascade, boys and girls. Look at that. Much more head than you would get on a Guinness. But then it also wasn't cold, so who knows what I would have normally done. But super foamy. Actually, there's a snap, crackle, pop going on. That will fade. But, that is beautiful. The beer is black as black can be. It is blacker than the black blood of the earth. The head itself, super creamy, super foamy. You know what, I have a brimstone glass here because I kind of want to know the bottom of the can. I kind of want to know. Alrighty. Still black as black can be. Not much head. We'll drink from the brimstone glass. And then we're going to break into this can. We're going to break the rules. You're always told not to break in. I can't see. I'm going to have to break in. Oh, you know what? I have my fork bracelet. That should work. Yeah, that'll work. Oh, that's going to give me... Oh, I don't know if you guys have it, but I got this weird thing with my nerves that when, like, tinfoil or something's used, it makes my whole body cringe. And, yeah, that's doing it, too. I just want to know now what they used. And I don't want to cut my hands open. It is, too. It's the exact thing that was designed by Mill Street. So now that Mill Street is owned by Labatt, I don't know if they'll keep Like, that was copyrighted by Labatt, well, by Mill Street, which would now be a copyright by Labatt. So I don't know if they'll keep licensing it out to people or not. But that is the Nitro cap that Mill Street started using for their vanilla porter and their cobblestone stout. Alrighty, so let's get to this beer. Smell. Well, I'm a slight germaphobe, and I don't know who used this glass because there is some stickiness on the rim. So I'll sniff out of it, but I'll drink out of this. I'm one of those guys that if I don't know you've drank from the glass, I probably can do it. But feeling that stickiness, I can't. I know somebody's drank from it, which pisses me off because this was a new glass that was sitting over there on the table. I don't know who did it, and that's gonna make my my weird my weird mental problems go off, where I'm wondering who fucking touched the glass. You know what? Like most nitrogen beers, not much of a smell. There's a little bit of sweetness to it, a little bit of roastiness to it, and that's about it. Let's try the beer. Cheers. I really wish I could have drank from that glass because there's not as much head. But I'm gonna have to drink from this. Sorry, that would have looked like I really hated the beer, but it went down weird. It went down weird, and it's made my eyes water. There we go. Much better the second time around. Sometimes, I think... See, I love nitrogen beers because I love the mouthfeel of them. But at the same time, I think sometimes my body freaks out because it's knowing what it's expecting. It knows what it expects from beer. And then it gets a nitro beer, and it's like, oh, don't do it! But taste-wise, this porter tastes a lot like a stout. It's not roasted per se, but it just tastes deep and dark and malty. Lots of malt flavor, lots of malt sweetness, a little bit of caramel sweetness. Mouth is velvety smooth like you'd expect from a nitrogen beer. Yeah, just like any nitrogen beer I've had with the nitrogen cap instead of the widget, there is still tiny micro bubbles from carbonation. Now, everything I've had from Diageo has been just smooth as fuck. It's been like thick cream running down your throat. This is like very, very micro bubbled beer running down your throat, and I'm okay with that. Out of 10. I was going to go to out of 10. And now that we've talked, it's heavy, it's full bodied, but it's heavy because of the nitrogen. Other than the beautiful sweetness and beautiful caramel flavors, there's not really much, but I've always noticed that nitrogen beers mute the flavor immensely. When I had Mill Street's vanilla porter the very first time I had it out of the keg, out of the fermenter itself, right out of the taste port, the testing port, and it was fucking amazing, which made me love it when I had it out of the can. And the more times I had it out of the can, the more times I realized that, yeah, this isn't as good as I remember. Guinness, you have Guinness Extra Stout, or you have any Guinness that isn't nitrogen, and it's different than the nitrogen. Any beer you have, if you have the non-nitrogen version, it's a lot different than the nitrogen version, like Left Hand's Milk Stout and Left Hand's Milk Stout Nitro. Different beers entirely. And the Odyssey makes me wonder what the Odyssey tasted like without the nitro. Because it is very sweet even with the nitro, but after that sweetness there's nothing. Yeah, just the sweet maltiness, like a tiny touch of coffee bitterness, and a little almost wood tannin, and nothing after that. I actually like it quite a bit, and I would drink it again and again, but I'm really curious what it tasted like before you threw the nitrogen in it. Out of 10, I'd give it a 7.25. Thank you very much, Steve, for sending it. I am not chugging a nitrogen beer. I will sip on this while I live stream a video game on YouTube. Bye, guys. I'm sorry I chatted so long. When I'm alone, I just keep going. When I'm in public, I can go under 2 minutes. When I'm with somebody, I can go under 4 minutes. When I'm alone, it's usually between 6 and 12. What the fuck?